Hello Aussie, welcome in. We're just starting up the stream, getting it fired up. Gonna run some ads and get all that pre-roll off and all that stuff so that we can try and go ad-free from the races. How are you, buddy? Yeah, Aussie, all good, all good. I'm gonna do my broadcast and all that stuff. You said you're gonna stream as well, so I figured you'd probably be in the party chat with the boys and that, so like you're streaming your point of view, kind of like what I do on Sundays. Stiglet normally looks after all of the streaming and that with Gr2, and then I kind of just start my stream just before quali or whatever. I'm in party chat with the boys that entire time, or I'm by myself talking, and then I just jump into raid into stickies afterwards. So yeah, whatever. More streams, the better. I'm gonna try the keyboard tonight. Well, we'll have to see how many we get in. I have the keyboard and it's good. Have you looked up all the hotkeys you need to know for it? You know, you've got different cameras available with different buttons. And the good thing is the broadcast button, you can keep pressing it and it will give you different camera angles all the time. So there, if you press it again, it will give you a different one. And then you got your numbers as well you can press. Look it up, man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright. I'll kick this thing off properly in 1 minute. We're just over an hour away from starting the queue sessions. There's only a few people on track at the moment. You'll find as it goes on, more and more people will cycle in. We should see 2 lobbies tonight. Nakedy is not here. So you've got my services tonight. Stiglet also away. He's in Kiwi land. Nice Aussie JD Bernie. Now, Mr. Shepherd there's broken into the 14s earlier. He's been here a while on and off the track. Knackety cheer, bro. How are you, mate? We've still got a bit of time. We're starting a bit early here tonight, but it's great to see you in chat at least. If you can't be here on track, at least you're able to see it, or see some of it. Heading down for a spa at the hotel. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Kinda jealous, yeah, well let's go around for a lap. So you can see what it's like. So we all know Brands Hatch, we all love Brands Hatch. But we normally run it in Group 4 or Group 3 cars. Tonight we're in a Group 2. This is just a practice lobby at the moment. Be a reset later on. Missing out on the new upgrades. It's alright, you'll get to come back to it. You have a nice weekend away, a nice refresh, reset, and then when you come back to it, it'll be all new, fresh and exciting from the updates. You can ask Gr2 how his PS Pro update looks and he'll promptly tell you that it's in the cupboard. It is, it's going to be a sick race. Going for a hot lap now. Now the higher downforce cars I personally do not like. It's a very fine line between good and bad in them, and I tend to swing towards the bad. Probably go a lot faster than this. We've seen Benno do a 15.5 on the mediums very early on when I had this open. Get a bit squirrely out of the corners. Oh. Let's get the shit out of myself there. Yeah, it's going to be very different to what we're used to. Don't the GMR boys run a lot of Group 2s? Maybe they're going to be good here tonight. Loose. Looking at the tyre wear though, the soft tyre will last for a while around here. Especially if you look after it. The pit lane is nice and short. Only like by memory like 13 or 15 seconds for a set of tyres. everyone's going to be fine for fuel. I think it's going to come down to a question of tyres. It's a 30-minute race. You're tracking at about 1:15 per lap it'll be in the race. I reckon if you're a tyre whisperer, you could make a one-stop work, or a no-stop on the mediums is definitely on the cards. If you want to really come in here and throw it around, yeah, it might be the softs. We'll see what everyone does. Softs and mediums available. There is no required tyre. No, there's no party open yet, Aussie. This is up really early on. There's no one really here yet. Just a few here at the moment. Aussie on track now. Keeping it nice and stable. As I was saying before, I find with the Gr2's it's very hard to find something you feel confident and you push and push and push, and then it's just all of a sudden too much. Because he's using all the road, keeping it straight as an arrow. It's his first hot lap. No worries, Arrow. Are you coming in and racing, Arrow, or are you just gonna hang out and get going? As he starts off with an 18.2, there's definitely improvement there. We're gonna go and get some more laps in ourselves. I'm sure, Arrow, if I don't stick around and do opens, Greenie will probably be around, or someone like that. Ooh. Oh, hey, Barry. Just gave Barry a bit of a kiss. Yeah, Aussie could do open lobby as well. It's definitely different from myself driving a Gr2 at Brands Hatch. Done again. Ozzy's back out on track now. JD's out there as well. He's practicing in the GTR there. One of the GMR boys, they run their team liveries and stuff. They all look the same. But just the colours are different and all that. So these boys love doing the Friday nights and Sunday nights with us here at Street2Track. They're big supporters of us. Always enjoy having them in. Out of this hot one, bit of a mistake there. Just gonna reset, refresh and try again in a second. Out 18.2 there. It's only had very few laps. It's 2.5 seconds off the fastest time in the lobby at the moment. Now this is on qualifying conditions, not on race conditions yet. But I can confirm I've seen someone come in on a set of mediums and do a 15.5. GMR guy here, Pirate. Another familiar face in the Fridays and Sunday series that we do. What a shame. Alright, so Aussie's out there, JD's out there, Bernie's out there, Ando's just jumped in. Fierce competitor here in Gr2. Pirate in, another one of the GMR boys. Sorry about that, just had to go get a cold drink and shit. It's been fucking hot here today. And now I'm out of my garage where it's still nice and warm. There's no breeze, so cold beverage is needed. Seen Aussie have a bit of a spin just then. JD, Bernie and Pirate definitely putting in laps here. Look, JD has done 15 laps. Just show the car info as well. You can see it's halfway through a set of softs. I don't know if that's the same set of softs he came and started with. But I was definitely thinking probably get at least 20 laps out of the softs. If you take them right down and you are aggressive, I don't know. It's been hot there. Yeah, it's been hot here too, Aussie. We'll go on with JD here, so anyone that's watching can get a bit of a glimpse, a bit of an idea what a lap here is like. Got this kind of downward right-hander into this hairpin here. Now it's very easy to pick up too much throttle in the out of the hairpin here and loop it. And then you've got this little left-hander. You can really expose that track limit there all the way on the right. And we've got this. It's a bit of a difficult left-hander. You've got to come in wide and tight and squeeze the power out of it. And you have a little breather now down the straight bit here. We've got a bit of a hill to go down, then we'll have this long sweeping right hander you take up pretty fast actually. JD also up on his time. Another right hander here. You want to try and pick up that curb on the right if you can and maximise your speed through there, especially in these cars. And that's a difficult right hander. It's easy to go out into the grass here. It's probably my favourite corner on the track. You just bang it straight down in the third and send it through there. This little straight bit before the final right-hander, which will bring you out onto the straight. There's your pit entry there. There's a chicane to get in the pit, but it is a very short pit lane. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly, but it's about 13 to 15 seconds I think for just a set of tyres. Doubt you're going to need fuel at all. You're going to have a lobby reset in 5 minutes and have it all nice and ready for the Q sessions that we're about to start. So these boys in here have definitely been getting the most out of practice. There may be some other guys that have other rooms open for practice. Generally we have the 2 lobbies here tonight. We'll have race 1 and then race 2 will start after race 1. We do Q sessions. We've got 2 10-minute qualifiers. You can jump in either session. As JD makes a mistake. Jump in either session, set your time. The fastest 15 go through into race 1, the next 15 stick around for race 2. No worries, Aussie. All good. All good. So it gives us an idea here of how long a pit stop is. That's how long it is. It is very, very short. It's a bit awkward, that pit exit. It brings you right out to the inside on turn 1, and especially in fast cars like these, you're just going to have to show some caution throwing the car around in the race through that right-hander. For qualifying though, everyone generally leaves room and you can brake before the corner if you need to. Let someone through if you're coming out of the pit, but come race time you just both need to be extra cautious going through there. an Audi now. Bernie is in the NSX. Pirate is also in the NSX as well. We've got Scozzy coming out on track 2 in the GTR. Do Q2 Bill, no worries. We will be resetting this lobby in 2 minutes anyway. So everyone can get ready for the Q sessions. This practice lobby's been open for about 3 hours now, so I dare say it's time to shut it down and open up a fresh one. Scozzy is half a tenth off Pirate's time. Ooh, a bit wide there. Heffy, Heafy, however it's pronounced, Heffy we'll say. One of the GMR crew. I've also seen him around Sector 1 as well. He's out in the NSX. Ginger and Baldy show. Hey guys, how are we? Cheers, mate. How have we been? You'll probably get VR2 in the next couple of weeks, Aussie. That's going to be cool. I have seen a few of the guys stream their VR2, so it looks like it'll be something that's super cool to have. Yeah, we're doing well. We're just suffering with the heat here a little bit. It's been a bit warm today, let's say. Miserable in Brisbane, just started raining. Oh, well, I'm down in Melbourne, mate, in Victoria, and it's been hot and sunny here today. High 30s, so warm as fuck. Yeah, the VR2 would be pretty cool. Alright, I think they are the right settings. I'll just quadruple check. They are the right ones. They are the right ones. That's all good. Here we go. Mediums and softs. It'll be custom weather for the race, but we're going to do equal conditions on for qualifying. Race for real friends only. Alright, we are up, room is up. If there's anyone out there that does want to jump in, you have a one of the modern Group 2 cars, the NSX, the GTR, or the Lexus, the modern versions of the Group 2s. You can check out the link here, head to our website, click the little Discord icon, jump on in. You can also click on the night of the week, and up the top you'll have a series of regulations. Yeah, just follow the simple links. You'll see what you need to get in and race with us. It's pretty simple. All we ask is for some hard, fair, clean racing, and yeah, you know, the obvious things. This is not the daily races. So we've got the boys starting to file in now, and so we've got the GMR boys all in of Heavy, Bill, Bernie, and JD. We got Warren in as well. We're going to hit the track really quick before it gets congested. Yeah, Bill, I said in the chat that if we had a mostly full lobby here at 7:15, we'd run the first queue session then, and then do the second queue session a bit later. And if we don't, if we only have a few of us, we'll just wait till 7:30 to kick it off. Nakity usually likes kicking it off at 7:15 our time. Just because he's from Kiwi land and it's a bit later for them than it is for us. mess of that, didn't we? So Warren is out on the track too now. He popped in for a quick qualifier. He's got a busy night tonight. He's trying to get himself into race 1 here tonight. And straight after race 1, he wants to make it into another race that's happening. So he's going to be a busy boy. Very fast lap. He is also in that NSX. We've got Matty out there in the Lexus NSX Pirate. Bernie also in the NSX. We are at basically 7:15. There's not many people in. So we won't run the Q session just yet. We'll wait till the 7:30 mark. We've got Bernie, Pirate and Heafy out there from GMR, and then we've got Warren out there at the moment. Really sending that Lexus. Oh. Put himself in the naughty corner there with his team. Pirate improves his time. He's gone from 7/10 to 2/10 now behind Heafy, who now Heafy is also blue. He's put in a green sector. Still up. Comes in with a 15.6, 3/4 of a second faster than what he'd produced just a couple of laps before that. He's only 3/10 off the back of Warren here as far as time goes. Now we are just practicing at the moment. The actual Q sessions will kick off in 15 minutes. Purple, but he's come into a bit of traffic and he's gone wide to avoid, and he's knocked out Pirate. Pirate has gone for the spin. Warren tried to take avoiding action, but unfortunately made the contact there. They both just get back on track where they can. Is now coming into the pits. He's going to take this opportunity to throw on a fresh set. Just have a few moments to himself. Got Bernie as well out there still going. So 2/10 purple through there. Is on an absolute screamer right now. Oh, MacGyver's in the room too. MacGyver has not been around for a little while. It's been away. Seems like he is back. Look at MacGyver there. Back on track, he'd be fucking enjoying himself. Yeah, had to go away. He was a bit upset he was missing the last few races of a couple of series. So he's just picked up a bit of damage there from that error. Just going to make sure he's out of the way of everyone. Got Gr2 as well on track. The bloke from the UK has come in. He is on VR as well, I believe. He's come in, enjoyed the few races he's done with us, and he's back again this week. It says on the back PSVR2 driver. Because they're in VR, that's why we can't pick up the onboard with him. Ooh. Every time we go to Warren, he's making a mistake. Pirate is just ploughing through the laps here. Getting some good hard practice down. MacGyver, he struggled on his opening lap here. Yep, that's right, we also have Aussie streaming. If you want to make a race chat, Aussie, with all the guys on track and everything, and then I can come into it when I announce the sector splits. Not sector splits, the Q session times. Got the trusty pen and lined paper here. We're doing it Dippo styles. So what'll happen is what normally happens here, we do the Q session, we grab the results, everyone jumps out, we log the results, and when the Q session is done, we log those results too. We put them both together, and the top 15 go through into race 1, the bottom 15 go through into race 2. So as I said, we do have Aussie streaming at the moment. And if you do want to get involved with us, here's our link, which will show you everything you need to know. So we've got a couple of them sitting in the pits at the moment. Matt's still out there on track, he keeps coming in and out, making errors, really trying to push that car. He's been getting a lot of track time here this afternoon. Potentially trying to come up with a race strategy. So it's Pirate. Pirate's put in probably the most amount of laps out of everyone, I think. Bernie's put in some good practice too. We've just seen Shardy in here now, as always, sporting the Black Dog Institute It Ain't Weak to Speak. Hey MacGyver, welcome back, we've missed you. Yes, there will be 2 qualies. We're doing one at 7:30 on the dot, and then we'll do one after the first one is done. We'll just have to see how many people jump in for each one. We may get 2 races. There hasn't been many people jumped into this first one yet. You never know, it's been the case before, and we've had a full lobby for the second queue session. So you do you, mate. There will be a second queue session if you feel like you need a bit more practice. I dare say someone else will have a bit of a practice lobby up. Try and squeeze in a second, just got home, no worries, Dexy. We've got Niff out there as well, he's on track, he's managed to find some time. He's been a bit time poor lately to jump in with the racing, but we're starting to see him back here and there. It's a formidable force, he is definitely a threat for the podium position here tonight in race 1. We've seen in the 8.6s he took out top 3 results with his teammates. There is anyone there in the race. I haven't got a race chat up. I'm just doing the broadcast here tonight. So feel free to make a race chat if need be. Obviously, you might have a race chat going. Alright, we're gonna send the first Q session here. Aussie is going to do Q2. So we're just going to have 9 in for the first Q session. Don't panic. Once this qualifier is done, we cancel the race, grab the results. We've got some of the guys entering track at the moment. Got Gr2 out there, the VR2 driver. JD out there as well. Some of the first cars to go out. Shardy, Scozzy, Matt and Heafy. Nice and close together here. Will we see Heafy try and pick up some extra slipstream from Matt? Or is he just going to give him the space? MacGyver, you got a track room open? All good. So Matt about to start their first flying lap here tonight. It's the Q1 session. It's going to lead them around. Oh, you're on your way back, dude. Well, we do have the Q2 session after this, so we'll do that. Ooh, Matt sent himself around. I'll make sure I'll definitely wait for you for the Q2 session, so you don't miss out. So Warren sending them through on their first hot lap. You got Heafy. He's actually the one that's going to send him. Warren made a mistake, so Heafy will be the first one across the line to set a lap. A little bit of oversteer on entry there. He squares it up and gets it out of the corner nicely. What has he got? He's going to set the benchmark as the first driver around tonight. What have we got? 16 potentially. 16.8. Scozzy's come in with it 16.3. What's Shardy got for us? Shardy with 19.4. You've got Gr2 coming around as well. About to settle up. Got an 18.3 for him, 16.6 for Pirate. And then we've also got JD and John out there. Have not set fast laps yet. John is about to start his first hot lap. He's waited till he's got no traffic, no chance of being impeded. Best possible condition for that fast lap. We've seen him do a low 14. Will he do the same again? JD's out there. He's done lots and lots of practice. Will he be able to put himself here up the top of the pecking order and guaranteeing a spot in race 1? But Scozzy, he is the fastest. He's also purple by 0.3 coming into the last sector. No worries, Arrow. So Heafy betters the time with a 16 flat. Scozzy does the 16.2, he improves, but Matt comes out with a 15.3. Question is now, how is John doing? John, very, very clear area. He's got about half a lap left before he puts in his first set time to mark down. He's Got JD, who is about a whole sector behind him, also in the same predicament, has not set a lap yet. We're almost halfway through qualifying. You know, John is very, very quick. Banks a 15.6 to begin with. Heapy is purple. He's almost 2/10 purple. He uses absolutely every bit of that track, including the grass, on exit there. Here we go. What can he do? Does a 15.179. He takes fastest lap in the first half. So Heaphy with a great time there. We've got Warren coming out onto clear track in front and behind on a fresh set of racing softs. So in about 2.5 minutes we'll see a good time from him as well. John is also 2 3/4 tenths purple. John gets into the 14s there with a 14.9, so he's responded to Heaphy straight away. So Warren almost completing his out lap. We've got Scozzy coming in for a set of tyres. This will show you how quick a pit stop is. In straight away into your pit box. 3 seconds for the tyres. So it's only about 12 or 15 seconds there. Scozzy just moves out of the way of Warren, who starts his first flyer on that fresh tyre. He's happy to tuck in behind. He's got plenty of space behind, so he'll gradually let that gap slip, not too much, and put his foot down and go for a great time. Pirate is a 16.4. John goes to a 14.6, furthering his stamp of authority on this group at the moment. Matty Smacker, how you going, mate? Welcome in. Yeah, and if you have just seen your Facebook message, sorry. Matty Smacker, we're doing the Q1 session at the moment for the Group 2 Fridays. We're using the 2016 models of the NSX, the GTR and the Lexus Group 2s under BOP, no tune. We've got 8 30-minute races in the calendar. This is round 4, and this is the first qualifying session. So once these guys are done in about 3 minutes time, we'll have another qualifying session, and we'll be able to sort out the grids for tonight. Yeah, a lot of people have picked the NSX too, Matty. So it seems like it is a very formidable car in this category. This Pirate is up on his time again. Will we see a late dive into the pits, or is he just going to keep continuing around? Keeps continuing around. No practice, gang, Dexy. Does a 16 flat there, Pirate. So Pirate does a very good time. We see quite a bit of dust and dirt there. That was a green thing going off. So Warren with a flash of the lights, feel like he was being held up a little bit, but JD goes off anyway. Warren was slowing down. Scozzy out there, this is his first flying lap on that fresh set. He is 2/10 down at the moment. Shardy down the back, who just goes off on corner exit. So JD, he's well down at the moment, about 4 seconds off the fastest lap. Can he pop in a last-ditch effort? We've only got about 20 seconds of the qualifier left. Now, as I said, don't panic if you're out there. You haven't done the first qualifying session. We outrun a second qualifying session. He is 4/10 up, as we now have finished the qualifiers. So it'll be Warren, he's 7/10 off John's time as he goes blue in that sector. He's coming through the final sector now, about around the final corner for his last leg of this 10-minute qualifier. Where is he putting his Lexus? It's 8:15 flat. Very, very quick time there. We've got JD, who improves slightly. Bernie as well puts in a great one. John coming around for the final time as well, puts in a 14.6, very close to his last time. Last car around will be Shardy. So that is everyone. We've got a couple of people in the pits, so the overlay will run down, but that was Mr. Shepherd there with a 14.68, very quick time. Then we had Matt 4/10 behind on a 15 flat. Heafy had a 15.1 as his fastest time. Then you had Scozzy, Pirate, Bernie, Greenthink, Shardy and JD rounding out the 9-car grid for Q1. Fuck it, you'll do Q2. Nice, Arrow. Great to see you come in and do it. Come on, jump on in. We should have Bill. We should have Niff. We'll have Aussie as well. So we'll just grab the results here. All right. Alright, so we've got MacGyver, Aussie, Dexy, we've got Brent here, we've got Arrow here. So MacGyver is back after having some time away from the game, having a bit of a in real life holiday, we'll say. He's back on track now. He's just had a horrible experience driving in traffic, and he said he might be a bit rusty. But great to see him back. He's another one of the VR drivers. Yeah, Niffy, I saw your message on Facebook just before the qualifying session ended. I didn't have that up next to me. Sorry, man. If I seen it, I would have waited for you, but it's alright. We've got Q2 here. So far, we've got 8 people ticked in, which means that there will definitely be a race 2. There's been a couple of people that have said they could potentially do a race 2. So just bear with me for a second. We'll start Q2 in 5 minutes. Wait, I can jot these times down, so bear with me a moment. and then we'll get back to the racing. Milltop88, welcome in Raiders, how are we? We're just doing qualifying sessions at the moment for our Group 2 race tonight, which is happening soon. We have a Q2 session about to happen, so the drivers that didn't do the first Q session will do this one, and then the top 15 will go through into race 1. The remainders will pop into race 2, which will be directly after. How are you, Milto? How was your stream? How was your day? If there is anyone else that is coming in, we are kicking it in 3 minutes. Three-minute call. And we'll start it straight away. We are just still recording these times down. I'll give you a car to watch on track. Jump on here and see what Nicky has to offer while I just finish recording these results. Right, all the results are down. We've just spent a little bit of time here with Nippy on his lap. We are about to hit Q2. We have the second Q session about to start now. Set the men from the boys. It'll be interesting because we know there's a couple of quick people here tonight, and then come race strategy, there's a couple of tyre whisperers in the field that may be able to get the best potential out of those softs, and that might be what key to victory is here tonight, is race strategy, which tyre you pick and chew up. Whether you go for a one stop, no stop, two stop, there are plenty of options. We do have the racing softs and mediums available, but right now this is our second Q session. Second Q session. So we've got our results down from the first Q session now. These boys are all out on their hot laps. We've got these boys up the front, a little bit bunched up here. Brent, MacGyver and Niffy. It's a double-edged sword. You can either really try for that slipstream, but then you get dirty air, what we call aero wash through the corners. Just makes it that little bit harder. If you get just that little bit wide or that little bit squirrely out of a corner and you're in that aero wash, forget it, you're out. So Brent will lead everyone around, followed by Niff and then MacGyver. That'll be the three people that should set your fastest first lap. Water Arrow is sitting in the pits at the moment. He has not come out on track yet. We've got Dexy there in fourth. Ricky Bobby fifth on track at the moment. No one's set a time yet. It's just the number of car he is on track on that outlap. Bill, now this is one to watch here. Bill, he's very good with racecraft. He's very good at his tyre and fuel numbers, and seeing race strategy over raw pace. We've seen him go very long on sets of soft tyres before, where a lot of the other boys have been left scratching their head as to how he got that far on them. So Bill is a definite threat to watch, especially towards the end of the race when the strategies come out in play. Alright, we'll have the first guys coming around now to set their laps. Brent sets a benchmark of a 16.8. Niffy's had to back out of it a little bit and give himself some space. He is 5 seconds off that time. Brent comes out and stamps a 16.8 straight away. The timing board is lining up. Ricky Bobby's got an 18.1 so far. Bill comes out with a 17.6. Aussie sets an 18.7. We've got Water Arrow on track now, so he will go around, do his outlap and then set a hot lap. We just had someone spin into the first corner there. Who's that? That's Arrow. Arrow very unlucky. We just pick up the end of that there. So Arrow very unlucky. So Niffy is back of the pack at the moment, but he had seemed like he backed off or made a mistake on that first lap. We'll see what kind of time he can achieve. We'll just go on board. He is 8/10 purple at the moment. Backed off a little bit there too. Potentially, yes, he is pitting. Thinking about getting a really good lap in soon. MacGyver sets a 16.1 as the new fastest lap of this Q session at the moment. So Niffy comes out on track with a fresh set of tyres. MacGyver so far with that 16.1 is the quickest car on track, followed by Dexy, who's done 16.7, and then it's real close back to Brent. Bill only a couple of tenths off those boys. Bill is also 5/1000ths purple in that first sector. So Bill is set now. He's on for a good time. that first sector and that last sector. Really, really easy to lose time in. Just has a car pull off to the side of the track. It's another GMR car. Those boys will be in their own race comms, discussing race strategy and placements of cars and what they want to do. It's always good to see their photo finishes as well. Let's give us a good photo finish at the end. So we'll just stay on here with Bill as he comes through to the final timing marker before he's finished his lap, and he is just over half a second up MacGyver in the pits. He's going to take that fresh set of tyres now. We are halfway through the qualifying session for Q2. Dexy does a 16.5 to improve his time. Ricky Bobby comes into the pits. Ricky Bobby was on the mediums as well. Bill does a 16.7. So now we go to Water Arrow, who's on his first proper flying lap. It's taken more than half of the qualifying session while he's been tied up, busy. And he had that unfortunate off into the sand. He does a 16.6. That pops him straight up into third at the moment. Hello, Qantas. Welcome in. How are you going? How has your day been, sir? See Arrow just get a bit loose there. He's lost a couple of tenths through that first sector. We'll catch up with him later on in the session. Brent, just under a tenth down from his fastest time at the moment. Can we see a bit of improvement through these last two sectors? Oh, he just goes off wide into the grass. Very easy to do there. That'll give him dirty tyres. Damp, wet and cold all day in Queensland. Well, it's the opposite here in sunny Victoria. It's been mid to high 30s. Very, very bright and sunny. Very hot. It's only just started to cool down a little bit. So Ricky Bobby now is finishing his outlap. He did come across onto the soft tyre. He started his qualifying session on the mediums. So we have 3 minutes left to see. Most of the boys get probably about 2 laps left in. We've got Aussie out there on track. He is in 6th. He's also streaming his point of view tonight. So Aussie Pride _gamer on Twitch. You can jump over there, wish him luck, check him out. He's always hanging around in the chats, the Street2Track's streams and in the Discord. He's a great help out. Aaron's got the Sega livery going, bit of Sonic there, hoping that the speed from Sonic can be absorbed into his GTR. Liquid sunshine they call it. And there we go, Niffy has got his first proper flying lap in there, a 14.9. That has guaranteed him placement into race 1. In the way it's looking, all of these boys should get into race 1. MacGyver, he's out there on a hot lap now. He'll definitely get another one in. He got his best has been a 16.1. He's down on his time at the moment. Those softs are fairly fresh. He would have pitted last lap, and this is probably his first flying lap since, and he's made a mistake somewhere. As you can see, his brake bias is up for us to have a sneaky look at. It looks like he's comfortable with running at 1 click towards the front. Personally, I use the Lexus with about 3 clicks towards the back. Also got Dexy out there, 4 tenths behind. He's done a 16.5. Can these two improve? MacGyver, he's got 1 final lap remaining in him. Niffy goes purple again with a 14.5. Can anyone respond here? Ricky Bobby improves. Aussie's going to start his last flying lap at the death. Gr2 improves his time with a 16 flat there. Bill with a 15.586. It's a very competitive time. You know, quali times generally are a little bit quicker than race times. So the flag's out, that's it, session is over. Bill would be the first car on track to finish this session. He is down on his time. He's got MacGyver behind him. So Bill will come across the line to finish his session off as he's gone a little bit wide and loops the car around. Oh, and sends it into the barrier. Hard luck there from Bill. Just have a look at what happened. Just on board with him as the incident has happened, and he's just gone a bit wide. He's picked up some sand, he's looped the car around, and he's done very well to make sure it hasn't been spatched straight back out on track. Arrow finishes with a 15.6, an improvement. He narrowly misses out on beating Bill's time. MacGyver is finished, Ricky Bow is finished, Brent is finished. It looks like everybody is finished now. So we'll go through those results there. I think looking at the split times, I'm going to have everyone in this session should qualify into the race one. We've only got 10 seconds of the session remaining. Everyone's finished. We've just got a few boys in the pits, which is why the timer has gone down. That's alright, Dexy, you've made race one anyway. There's only, I think, if I count my numbers right, there's only 2 people that are going to miss out. And that means you are definitely in. So I will grab these screenshots and cancel this session off. And we'll join the race chat soon, in a few moments.
It's not an island fucking on the road, but it doesn't matter. When you're racing it and you're actually in a race, I don't know why you want to use it. But I'll put it on it and say no. I'm gonna fucking get out on the ceiling. And when you want to do it, go do a slow car, go a DeLorean or something, cruise around a track.
Oh, fuck yeah. I almost vomited everywhere the first time I spun out.
First 1080 and then you'd be like, oh.
I used to regularly do burnouts, not anymore. No more.
Look, the first instance that I actually saw this bullshit was, yeah, I was again, my upgrade didn't have a lot in round mode, and got no run. So I came over the race. I hung in there and play with the visual set.
Alright guys, you ready for the placements?
Mm-hmm.
It's just Shardy and JT for race 2. Everyone else made race 1. So everyone from the second session made race 1.
You're up.
You can pull me out of race 1 Friday. I gotta miss it.
Oh, okay. Alright, well so then it's just JD that misses out. Shardy will take that last place. Alright?
Yep, all good.
Alright, I'll just reset this lobby and we can kick it there. Yep, so the only person to miss out on the race tonight will be JD. Everyone else has made it in. Yeah, we'll give JD the points for attending. And unless there's a few extra people that jump in throughout the race and say, hey, let's have a go at race 2, we won't be running race 2. Is Shardy in here?
Yeah, Shardy's in here, yeah.
Yep, okay, so he knows he's race 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had one person that's missing out for the night, didn't qualify. So, yeah, he'll still get points, but he'll just miss the race. Yeah. Oh, look, when we originally picked up the Gran Turismo 7 case, when it first came out, on the back it says online multiplayer 2 to 20. So they gave me false hope, and then we've been stuck with 16-player lobbies, but... yeah.
Well, I did read something with Kazooie or whatever the fuck his name is. It's got like a $2 million server upgrade coming.
Yeah, right.
Well, I think that's the basis of it. They either need to increase their power on the servers, or something. But I don't know. I don't think they can shut the four players shortly.
Yeah, that catering for the generation behind means their hands are tied up a little bit. But, yeah, hey, Nakedy, welcome back. We're just about to kick race 1 here. Well, it's going to be the only race. The only person that didn't qualify is JD. I think we're missing one person who hasn't come in yet.
Yep. I don't think Greny's gonna do this race.
Okay, who have we got? We've got Shardy and Green Thin are in. Bernie, Pirate, Scozzy, Heafy, John, Ozzy, Dexy, Brent, Ricky, Bobby, MacGyver, Bill, and Niff. So who are we missing?
There you go. There's a tip for you when you get your VR. Jump on Amazon and grab cosmetic. I'm wearing them out.
Oh, we're just missing Water Arrow.
Have you seen the globular cluster upgrade thing? That's what I use.
That's right. The what though?
Google globular cluster. And they make a few different things for the different VR headsets, but they make like a comfort thing for the PSVR 2. No, it's like 50 American at the moment, so like close, yeah, like $90 or something I paid for mine. Yeah, that's cheaper. Yeah. You got to do it pretty tight, eh? You're getting funny looks.
Alright guys, well, it's my time to love you and leave you. Good luck everyone. We'll be kicking this off in a second. Once the race starts, I'll call a red flag if necessary, only on lap 1. But if there's no red flag on lap 1, there won't be one at all, so yeah.
Thanks for hosting, mate.
All good. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Nak's been, he's jumping in and out of chat and checking up on us. We're doing alright, Nak. It's working. It's happening. Alright, good luck, gentlemen. We'll kick this in a moment.
No good.
Alright, so we're going to kick it momentarily. We have 15 in here tonight. So just JD that missed out. If there is anyone that does want to do a second race, let us know. If we can get a few people in and run that second race, it'd be great. But if we can't, you know, these things happen. JD will still get points for race 2. So, hey, Raider Duck, how you going, mate? Welcome in. You've kicked it. You've got us just in time to kick the first race here. Good luck, everyone. Have fun and enjoy. We'll be watching. We start with a 10-minute qualifier. They'll have a couple of minutes to reset, change their tyres, grab a drink, go to the toilet if need be, and then we'll kick that second 30-minute race. Yeah, race 2 will be after this. No, I'm not going to race at NAC. Figured we'd do the full broadcast. I did get out there and got my fair share of laps down. My best lap was about a mid-15, I think, mid to high 15. The car can get a bit squirrely and loose. I'm just not confident in it. And with the torpedo I've been in the last couple of races, I would like to not have another penalty against my name. So we've got the boys going out on track. We were just in the party chat with them. They all seemed pretty excited to kick this one off. Just watching Scozzy float around now as we go through. This is our Friday night series. Gr2, GTR, Lexus, and NSX. All the newer models here. We're doing the BOP with no tuning. The only thing available is brake balance. We do have custom weather on, so it's random weather. It will not rain at Brands Hatch either. So that is fine. All these boys qualified here for race 1. They're all going to settle in and find their own little space on track before they go and put in their hot laps. They're just about to start now, so we'll get those details up that you need to see so you know what's going on. Oh, jeez, Naki, yeah. Go the GTR, yep. So we actually had Niffy as our fastest qualifier with John less than a tenth behind. So they start their flying lap. Everyone's kind of spread out, it looks like. It's just Shardy on the back of Pirate here, potentially trying to pick up a little bit of slipstream, not too close. We do have John in the pits at the moment. He will wait till he gets into that gap in the back of the pack, just like we've seen in the first qualifying session. Gives himself some space and then he'll dig his claws in and set some really quick times. So Niff gets the honours of leading us around for the first flying lap. He's the first one to set the timers off. Sporting the number 47. Coming through the final sector now. He's got a left, he's got a right, and then he will have finished his lap. What has he got for us? We did see a mid-14 from him and John as well. The rest of the boys were in the 15s and beyond. So what has Niffy got here from us for the opening lap? It is a 15.4. Bernie has come out of the pits, he's just stopped, he's allowing the other cars to come through at the moment. MacGyver is 9/10 behind Niffy, Brent does a 17.5. Dexy shoots himself up. The timers at the moment, Scozzy's had a horrible lap. Heathy is coming into the pits, you've got Gr2 about to set his first lap here. Goes to 8, Bill up into 6 so far. Heathy is popping out of the pits now. Bernie's on an out lap, caught up in some traffic behind him. Aussie sets 8, 17.8. So Gr2 is catching up to the back of Bernie here. What's going to happen? Will he get close enough to ask Bernie to move over? He's on the out lap though. John has just set... No, he hasn't set a lap yet. He's doing his first flying lap. We are 4 minutes into the 10-minute qualifier. Boys fighting over the grid placements for the start of the 30-minute race here at Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit. So he is also out on an out lap now, so he hasn't had the best of starts to it. Scozzy puts himself up into 10th with a 19.3, slightly better on his time. Last lap we should see him jump up a bit further. We've got a few more boys setting off the timers. We'll stay on with Aussie though, who is also streaming tonight, his point of view. What has he got for us? He's got one corner left in the NSX, which seems to be the favourite car of everyone. It's the most populated choice out of the 3 makes. Aussie improves. His time is less than a tenth behind Bill now, so we've got Bill sitting in 7th so far, Pirate in 6th and Brent in 5th, all teammates. And we've got Dexy, Arrow taking a fresh set of tyres. John has put down a 15.6. So the boys up the top are starting to get quicker and quicker now. We're in the last half of the 10-minute qualifier. And if he jumps into the pits, it's going to go for a fresh set of tyres for these last 5 minutes, so don't blame him. You want every advantage you can to start as best as possible. You want to be in front of everyone by turn 2. Scozzy back to the pits. As I was saying, you want to be in front of everyone by turn 2 because that's when it kind of will file out and start being a bit more single file. And if you can get a run on the field and get away from them, that'll be half the battle won. It will be a lot of passing happening, especially in the Group 2s. It does, Gr2, it does look like an interesting round tonight. We have one full lobby here tonight. So we're halfway through the qualifying for the grid for race 1. So Shepard is coming around to set another lap now. He's down on his time though. Who is next on track? Niffy, he's on an out lap. Jump on here with Gr2. Just have a look at what it's like around Brands Hatch in a Group 2 car. They're a bit quicker than what we used to. So I was saying when I started the stream, we all do Brands Hatch quite often. Except every time we do it, we're always in a Group 3 or a Group 4 or something around that pace. In the Group 2s, you're a bit quicker. Gr2 comes in for a last-minute tyre change. So it's really interesting. I found that if you hook up turn 1 and you hook up turn 2, I can really lose or gain a lot of time through there. And those final 2 sectors as well after the straight, there's plenty of time to be gained or lost. fine. You've got to drive these cars right on the edge to get anything from it. So John, 15.115. We did see both John and Niffy in the 14s. Yeah, knackety. It was Gr2's night. Friday is not on track. There is no torpedo. There are no magnets attracted to whatever car you're driving, Gr2. But we know you've had the wheel problems, the wheel disconnects. Hopefully you get sorted out. So John is in the pits. It's coming out. He's just reset it. He's going to go for one final push. We're Niffy here now, who is 1/10 purple at the start of the lap. We'll catch up with him a bit later. Just gone here with Ricky Bobby, who's about to come past and start what could be potentially his last lap, his second last lap. He does a 17 flat, he does improve. Everyone is chipping away at their times at the moment. Scozzy is in the pits. Has not had a great qualifying session. He's decided to just sit out and he's going to go from the back of the field by the looks of it. Heafy is turned around. What's happened there? And if we can pick that up, he's just picked up too much grass, too much power. Had a bit of a meeting with Barry. Unfortunate. We've got Niff here about to start his final lap. There we go, a 15 flat. He pips John slightly. Now we're not equal conditions here, we are under race conditions, so there's a bit of wind on the circuit. The weather's not bright and sunny, we may not see a 14. John starting his final hot lap now. Has he got a response to Niff? Heafy is in the pits, he's done. He was only a 10.5 away from getting that 15. MacGyver is down on his time, but he does get one extra lap. He will be carrying some damage into it though. That's resetting right now. So he'd lose a little bit on that straight coming through with that damage into turn 1, but the rest of the lap should be fine for him. Check up with him later. Arrow betters this time, does not better his position though. Dexy is sitting there in 6th. It's always good to see Dexy in and about on the S2T grids. Everyone loves him in chat and loves him on track. He's a good, fierce competitor. The timer has finished. We are done with the qualifiers. Everyone is now completing their final laps. Brent is about to come and complete his final lap now. Down on his time, unfortunately. Dexy also. John does it. John gets into the 14s with a 1 minute 14.867. Stamp of authority, 2/10 over Niff at the end, who was unable to improve and get back into the 14s, but still starts on the front row, right next to John. Guyver finishes down. And it looks like everyone is now finished. Yes, everyone is finished, so this is what your grid will look like. You'll have John and Niff as the first row of the grid, then you'll have Heafy and MacGyver in the second row. Arrow, Dexy third row, Brent and Bill round out your top 8. Then we've got Ricky, Bobby, Bernie, Pirate, Aussie, Shardy, Green Thing and Scozzy down the back. It's going to be an interesting race. It's going to be interesting to see the strategy as well. Yeah, Gr2, it seems like the gamesmen are going to sort you out from your troubles. They're happy to swap the wheel pedals base cable to troubleshoot it with me. Well, hopefully they can just swap you with a new one with your warranty. Or at least the base, because it seems like there's a problem going on with the cable or the base. So yeah, hopefully it's all sorted out for you then and there. So we'll just go through and grab the screenshots to send an Acadie. We don't get the privilege of doing points for this one. Alright, so this was your grid. We'll go through that in a second. I'll let the boys know. Gonna go 3 minutes from now. It's 8:25 my time, so it'll be 8:28 my time. We'll start this off in 3 minutes. That'll give us a moment to go through the grid and see how it turned out. Now we've got NSX top 4 and technically a top 8 if you get rid of that Nismo there. It's the only one in there. Water Arrow doing the GTR justice, popping himself up in 5th place, but it's an NSX white watch. You've got Shepherd in 1st, Niffy 2nd, Heafy in 3rd, MacGyver 4th, Water Arrow in 5th, as we said before, the lone GTR in the top 8. Then you've got Dexy, Brent, Bill. Look at this, Ricky Bobby, Bernie, Pirate, Aussie, Shardy and Green Thing. And then the only other non-NSX on track is another GTR by Scozzy there in 15th. So it's an NSX white watch. It's going to be a fiercely contested race tonight. Most of the packers are very close to each other. It's going to have a couple of minutes till the race start. Give the boys a chance to change their tyres, grab a drink, go to the toilet, whatever is needed. I'll be back with you in one moment and we'll start this. Alright, we are about to kick this off. Good luck, everyone. It's going to be a pleasure to watch. Oh, cheers, Raider Duck. Thank you very much. So we're not too sure if race 2 is happening. There is one person, which is JD, that did not make this race. And then we'll have, if you know, yourself and a couple of other people want to do race 2. If you get a few of you, I'll jump in as well. So it'll be good. You get sort of pick up a new wheel and shifters too. Yeah, only 2 GTRs here tonight. So we have the lights going out now. Just jump back mid-pack here. We'll go with Brent. He'll be right smack bang in the middle on the start. It looks like somebody's done a false start there. MacGyver. Oh, there's a bit of smoke. Everyone's still straight though. Oh, Brent's gone slightly. He's been escorted wide. He hasn't picked up damage. It isn't a multi-car incident. Looks like everyone is straight. Everyone's leaving some space. A couple of losers there at the start in MacGyver and Brent, I think it was. Here we go. This will be the single file going in on your first lap. John remains in first. You got Niffy in second, Heafy in third. Then you got Bill, Arrow, MacGyver. After his horrible start, he's managed to hold on to the back of the top 5 here. Pirate down in 7th, Bobby in 8th, Bernie 9th, Green Thing in 10th. That's your top 10 in this first lap here at the moment. Seems like there is a bit of a scuffle going on. We've got Green Thing right in the middle of Bernie and Dexy with a few cars here at the back. Scozzy, the one of only 2 GTRs here tonight, is in the green monster entry. He's putting that car up. He did start rear of the field. He's already up into 12th at the moment. So it's going to be interesting strategy-wise to see what everyone does. Scozzy, potential outside move here on Dexy. Going for the switchback. Give him the shallow line into turn 2, but cannot make it happen. Tucks it behind, thinks about it. As we go behind Justin, we've got Aussie hassling the back of Shardy. John up the front, he's put out just over a second lead over Niff, who has a second behind Tahiti. 2 seconds back is Billy's got Water Arrow all over the back of him, and MacGyver in tow for good measure. We'll just jump on board with MacGyver and follow these two ahead, fighting for the top 5 here. MacGyver trying to keep in check these boys. He wants to mop up any mistakes that happen up throughout the field. He's only 5.5 seconds off the lead. We are only 2 minutes into a 30-minute race, so anything can happen here. Talk about strategy-wise, MacGyver is on those racing socks. So the car will be feeling nice and grippy for him. The skies are clear. That track will warm up. Should be a pleasure to drive on. What do the tyres go like? I reckon you can comfortably get 20 laps on the socks. And if you're a bit of someone that can whisper sweet nothings to your tyre, you can potentially get away with a no stop on the softs if you're really good on it. Otherwise, I think it's a definite no stop on mediums or a 1 stop on the softs. We may see a couple of 2 stoppers from some people that get the hard end of the stick later on, going for that fastest lap. So looks like everyone's kind of settled. Bernie ran a little bit wide there. It's getting really congested down the back here. Everyone is still just like lined up in single files. We watch Brent here getting an inside run out of the corner on Shardy. Well done on that move there. He's set it up nice. Gets himself out of last place into not last. And it just descends him up the order slightly. Gets out of some dirty air, although he'll be catching up to Aussie pretty quickly and will catch that dirty air. Scozzy all over the back of Green Thing. Can Scozzy do anything? Looks like your top 3 have all spread apart. We'll go through, we'll check tyres, we'll check numbers, but we just want to stay here with Scozzy at the moment. He's going for an inside move into turn 1, sends the car in, hits the apex, pulls up the car nicely, gets the move done on Green Thing. Go through and we'll have a look at that pass for not last we saw before. Here we go. It's Brent coming through, gets a good clean run on the inside. He manages to make that pass up into 14th place. Got him out of last place there. We'll go through your field. You've got John 2-second lead over Niff. He is on the racing softs. Niffy is also on the racing softs. Heath is on the racing softs. Bill is too. All these boys looking same for tyre and tyre wear numbers. MacGyver's in the same boat. Water Arrow, Pirate, Ricky Bobby, they're all on the softs. Bernie's on the softs. Dexy's on the softs. Scozzy, Green Thing, Aussie. They're all on the softs. The only 2 cars on track that have chosen the medium tyres here tonight is Brent and Shardy. So these 2 are about 20 seconds behind the lead. Could we potentially see them grab a couple of spots on a no-stop strategy? John's gone purple again. He's set the fastest race time of a 15 flat so far. We'll just go back a little bit here. We'll jump on with Bill. Not only that, we'll look from the roof back over the spoiler to the train of cars ahead while we have a little bit of a chat about Bill here. He's sitting in 4th place. He is on the racing soft tyre. He's got enough fuel. Everyone's got enough fuel. No one needs fuel here tonight. It's the tyres are the question mark. The racing soft. Can you get it to last the entire race? If not, is the 1 stop the viable option over a no stop mediums? And those boys up ahead have run away from the final 2 placings here tonight, who are on the mediums. about 20, 25 seconds back from the lead, but we're here with Bill, who is a tyre whisperer. He can look after those tyres, especially towards the end of this stint on the softs. You'll see a clear indication of why we say that his tyres will look a lot better than most. That's generally the case within every race. I'm just watching MacGyver at the moment, and Water Arrow just behind, keeping in touch with MacGyver, chasing down Bill for 4th position here now. You've got Heath in 3rd, about 5 seconds ahead of this cluster of cars. So this is your first main kind of battle on track. The top 3, they're all split apart by seconds. Nothing's happening. These 3 though, they're all within each other's slipstream. They're all close enough to make a move, mop up after a mistake. And then when you talk about mistakes, you've also got Pirate and Ricky Bobby floating around in the background, not too far off. So if one of these guys come off, those 2 back there in 7th and 8th potentially pick up a spot. Guyver's getting a run in the slipstream, but the aero wash is strong with these cars. It's really hard to gain through corners. Everything MacGyver just gained, he lost. So Bill, he's got his head down, he's just having his races, doing his numbers. He is also a fellow streamer here tonight. He will be streaming his point of view. Go check out Bill on Twitch. So it's interesting also to notice the wear on the tyres now as we head into the 8-minute mark. You see John and Niffy have used a touch more tyre than Bill. Scozzy is on the back of Dexy now. Scozzy thinking about potentially another move. He had a horrible qualifier. We've seen in the Q sessions, we've seen him capable of a mid to high 15. So he's definitely got some pace in him. He is on the racing softs. They are starting to wear. So we are 10 minutes in and they're almost, or less than 10 minutes in, and they're almost a third worn on the worst tyre. So we could potentially be seeing the likes of all of the soft runners going with the one-stop strategy. None of them slowing down enough to look after the tyres. We'll check in down the back as well, because it looks like Brent is chasing down Green Thing and Aussie. So Brent is the first runner on track on the medium tyres. Ooh, and we've had an off. Something has happened, and who has it happened to? Water Arrow will just jump on board and we'll have a look at that and see what happened here. Oh, Bill's spun, Arrow's gone off. It's been a whole conundrum. Something's happened there. It's just gone off track. Unfortunate racing incident by the looks of it, but the stewards will go over the races. And as always, if there's any incidents, let us know. We'll send them off to the stewarding panel and they're more than happy to look at anything you send through. So Water Arrow is back down to 9th. He's got Dexy right behind him. That means Scozzy got himself up in the 8th position. After starting last, he's made his way up into the middle of the pack. So can we see him later on? I will save the replay as well, Nackety. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I've saved the qualifying replays as well. I'm testing out that. So we'll see if they've saved and how they go at viewing, and that way we've got Q session replays. We don't have a replay for the qualifier for the race for the grid. Yeah. So Arrow 9th now. He's got an ahead of Dexy. He's going to start trying to dig his claws in. We've got a yellow flag with a car around up ahead. Oh no, that looks like Ricky Bobby. Oh. Bernie goes through him and picks up damage. Horrible. That's going to send Ricky Bobby back down towards the rear of the grid. He's got damage front and rear. Will we see him come in and potentially go for the undercut with the pits because he's got damage? Or is he going to stay out? No, he's going to stay out. We'll just go and have a look at that one again. Very, very unfortunate. Looks like he's just run a little bit wide in this right-hander here. It's very tricky to get it right. He's just picked up some grass, looped himself around. As he's tried to correct it and grab it, he sent himself into the barrier. And very unfortunate there from Bobby. It's put him right down the grid to second last place. John. He's out to a 5-second lead over Niff. He's got a 6-second lead over Heafy. Had a 6-second lead over Heafy. What happened there? We've got more shit happening. Crap is happening everywhere. Heafy, unfortunately, that very fast right-hander just after the long straight, he's picked up some grass, spun himself, picked up some damage, and he's going to lose a bunch of positions. As we see, he's all the way back down into 7th. He's finally cleared that damage now. So MacGyver now finds himself in 3rd. He was hanging on in the top 5 there. He's done well as the boys ahead of him have made mistakes. That's given Niff and Johnny so much relief because they're going to have no pressure from behind, at least for a long time. And Bill is up to 4th. Pirate in 5th. We'll go through, we'll look at everyone's tyre and fuel situation. We've got about 3/4 of a tank left on John's car. He's used almost half of that soft tyre on his worst tyre, so we could potentially be seeing a 1-stop from him. Niffy's used a little bit more of his tyre, same on fuel. MacGyver's done a little bit better on his tyre. He's closer to a 3rd worn than half worn. So if he can really save those tyres, there is potential there. Bill is in the exact same spot on tyre wear, and I'm questioning what we'll see from Bill very late in the tyre stints. You always notice they are a bit of a difference, so Pirate there, Scozzy, they're all very similar on their tyres, near as, may as well be about half worn. Heafy, he hit, oh no, Aussie's gone around and he's hit the barrier as well. Very unfortunate there from Aussie. We'll jump on board and watch that replay. He's just coming into the very fast right-hander here. He's just gone a little bit wide. He's got the car in the sand. The car's just veered off to the right. Could have been a lot worse. He could have pointed the car in the wrong direction, but he's kept it straight. Just going to have to deal with damage for a half a lap. Head down, bum up, reset. We're approaching the halfway mark. Goes around again. He's not going to change his strategy or anything. Shardy's out there. So Brent up into 11th, does not need to pit this race. That racing medium is definitely going to last. There's a couple of boys that I think could potentially get the soft to last. Heafy has been the first car on track to initiate the one-stop strategy. As we go up and through, we should see John and Niffin in the next lap or two. They've got enough space around them that they can kind of both pit and not really lose any time. The guy that is 20 seconds back from John, we know the pit time's about 15 seconds, so those two up ahead can definitely pit and not have to worry about losing too much race positions. MacGyver's just gone a bit wide there on the exit, picked up some sandy tyres. Bill will be able to rein in and close that gap, potentially get up into the slipstream range too. MacGyver does the smart thing, comes into the pits, he knows he's got dirty tyres, he's not going to push it, he's going to get the fresh set on. We are halfway through the race. So we've got others in the pits now, we've got Pirate in the pits, they're changing the wheels on the GMR entry. You've got the Sonic, the Hedgehog, Sega team catering to Water Arrow's car, who's going to come out right behind Pirate here. Just give you a good indication of how tight it is. As soon as they come out of the pit lanes, you're turning into turn 1. Got to be cautious. Both parties have to be cautious. The people coming out of the pits have to be aware of the cars on track, and the cars on track have to keep their eyes forward and be ready to make a bit of an adjustment in turn 1. So Pirates just picked up a little bit of dirt on the exit there. Arrow's going to close right up. Senna, no, there is a party chat for race 1, I believe, that Water Arrow and Aussie are in. Race 2 so far is just Raider Duck and JD, so if you're going to do race 2 as well, you can potentially get one up. If we have someone else that says they'll do race 2, then we'll do a race 2. But there's only going to be, yourself included, there's only going to be 3 cars for race 2, so it's up to you guys if you want to do a race with minimal numbers or not. As I said, if you guys choose to race, I will jump in and do the race with you guys. How good is Heafy on tyres? Heafy has pit. He has already pit. So he's got a fresh set on. He was the first pit stop of the soft runners. Now people are starting to throw in their strategies. Scozzy and Dexy both in the pits now. Where is Scozzy going to come out? It's going to be susceptible to Pirate and Arrow. So Arrow, just gets cut off a little bit by Scozzy coming out of the pit lane there. He's going to try and send it on the inside. His tyres are warmer. Scozzy's are colder. Scozzy will let him have it, slip into the back there and just follow momentarily before he tries to regain that position. But there you go, the boys are now starting to pit. Strategies are coming out. You've got John and Nif still both haven't pit yet. John is going around yet again. Niffy, what's he going to do? He's going to pit. Now he's got Bill 20 seconds behind him, so it's definitely not going to lose a spot. This is how quick a pit stop is here. They come into the box, tyres go on, car gets dropped. No need for fuel, so you send it right back out. You know, Bill's made a mistake. Oh no, let's have a look. So Bill just picks up a bit of grass, and once again that right-hander, just as you come into that last sector, has picked up another victim that's going to drop Bill down the placings a couple. He's going to come into the pits to try and cover that mistake. His tyre wear indicated he could have potentially been... Where did Bill go? Took him a bit to get in the pits. He must have had an incident to get in the pits there. So John is still out on track. Bernie's just serving a pen down the rear of the grid. Niffy is now 12.5 seconds behind John, but he's on fresh tyres. John with a 14.8 fastest lap. Can Niffy gain that fastest lap, and can he catch up to John? Will John stop? We don't know. We've got 12 minutes remaining. Who knows? MacGyver sitting pretty in third. He's got Heathy 2.5 behind, who was the first of the pit stoppers on soft. So we know the soft runners, they're not going to run out of tyres. They've pitted. They know they're not going to run out of tyres. They're going to have all the grip that they need. It's just a matter of mistakes and everything. And speaking of mistakes, we just watched MacGyver pick up some grass there yet again. Claims another victim. He's going to lose multiple positions here. He's gone from third down to 7th. He has damage. He's now vulnerable to Dexy, who's closing in quickly behind. Very, very unfortunate there. Brands Hatch claims yet another victim. MacGyver will still be carrying that damage through into turn 1. So Dexy does start to pick up that slipstream now, and as we go into turn 1, MacGyver's damage has cleared itself. We've got light damage on. So you suffer, especially here at Brands Hatch, you suffer for almost half a lap, and then it will clear itself. So MacGyver's given up positions, and now he's under threat by Dexy. He had clean space, and unfortunately that mistake has rendered him down the field. Brent in 9th, he is our highest placed medium runner. He's not stopping. We know the mediums aren't stopping, but we've also got John in the pits now, so Niffy's pitted. Now John's pitted. They're going to come out right near each other now, so that lead that John had is now gone, totally gone. It was 5 seconds plus up the road from Niff when Niff pitted. That is now under a second as we come into turn 2. John's on cold tyres. Niff should be able to gain a couple of extra tenths here, potentially be in that slipstream range down the straight, and the race will be back on for the lead in the final 10 minutes. Got a couple of... Oh, somebody has gone off. Who is that? Bill again. Victim of another mistake. Looks like it's that right-hander that's claiming everyone just before the last sector of the race. He's just missed his brake mark. I sent the car very wide. Loops the car around. Very, very unfortunate. He was on for a very good result. That will promote Heafy up to 3rd. So Water Arrow's had an incident. Everybody is having incidents. So Water Arrow's had a bit of a mistake happen. He's now dropped back into 6th. So we've got this little tight squeeze happening. We've got Scozzy in 4th. And then right behind we've got MacGyver, Water Arrow, Dexy and Pirate. So we're looking for a battle for the minor placings at the moment. Somebody in the pits. They're probably one of the back runners. They're not in the top 8. Oh no, Scozzy goes wide. Pirate goes wide. There must be oil on the track or something. Everyone's having a mistake there, going wide, picking up some grass. How unfortunate. That's going to promote MacGyver now back to 4th. He's got Arrow behind him. Arrow is one of only 2 GTRs this race. Scozzy and Arrow, the two GTR representatives. No Lexuses, all NSX. We are within the final 10 minutes here. We'll probably have the last like 6 to 8 laps. We've got some battles heating up on track. We've got MacGyver in 4th, Arrow 5th, Dexy in 6th, Scozzy in 7th, Pirate in 8th, and Brent's caught up to the back of the pack, so these guys are starting to get really, really close on track. Green Thing is sitting in 10th, he's got space in front and behind, the same with Aussie in 11th. Ricky Bobby is in 12th, and then you've got Shardy, one of the only two medium runners here on track, sitting in 13th, and you've got Bernie in 14th, and then we've got Bill in the pits. He looks like he might be retiring that car. Looks like that might be game over for Bill. The car has been retired. There might have been some error or fault, or the team has just brought him in to reset, and he'll pop back out in a minute with fresh tyres and attempt fastest laps. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But we go up and we'll go on board with Niffy for a moment. We'll just ride on with Niff as we're chasing down John for the lead. Oh no, he keeps it on track, but Niffy picks up some dirty tyres there. We just watched him as he managed to feather the throttle through there and keep the car straight. Well done, Niffy. He's lost about it. He's going to lose out about a second to that by the time the tyres are not dirty anymore. So yeah, that's right. That's right, Raider Duck. What a hold. What a hold by Niffy. John's just absolutely dominated this race so far. He's only 2 seconds up the road. We've still got 7 minutes remaining. These two have dominated tonight's race, and we go all the way back to 3rd here, which is Heafy. He made an error, pitted very, very early. It's worked out for him. It's popped him back into 3rd, which is where he started the race. And we go back and we've got a battle for 4th brewing between MacGyver, Arrow, Dexy, Scozzy, and Pirate and Brent have dropped off the back a little bit, but they could catch back up. So we've got a potential 4-way about to brew for position 4. As we go back and we look through the field, everyone else is kind of spread out. We've got Bill with the retired car in the pit lane. So it looks like the battle is going to be for 4th here on track in the final few laps of the race. MacGyver's got Water Arrow in tow, and then probably just out of slipstream range is Dexy with Scozzy in tow. We're just riding on here, looking back from MacGyver, who must I say has been out of action for a little while. He's a bit rusty tonight. He's jumped on after a horrible driving traffic experience today. He's put the car so far up in 4th. He has made a couple of mistakes, but he is still in 4th. He'll be quite pleased with that result, being one of the first races he's had back since his holiday, dusting off the rust. How the fuck? Unreal. Yeah, that hold by Niffy was something. It was something. We've just seen him feather the throttle a little bit, keep the car straight. He did very well. Looks like. Jump back, it looks like the real battle now is going to be 5th. Sorry, not 5th, but 6th. You've got Dexy with Scozzy all over the back of him, and we've got a yellow flag. What's happened? What's happened? Who is that? Who is that? That would have been Bernie. Let's see what happened. Just picked up a bit of grass and sent himself around, and he's just a blue flag runner. I thought that would have been for position there. So John just under 2 seconds ahead of Niff, and then Niff 25 seconds back to Heafy. Then Heafy's got MacGyver 3 seconds behind him, and then he's got Water Arrow in tow, and then you've got Dexy and Scozzy battling it out now. Scozzy down the inside. Absolute machine down the inside. Oh, they've got another yellow flag. It's going to be set off by Bernie here. Scozzy has to pull out of making the move happen. tuck back in behind. He'll reset it. Looks like Water Arrow's catching up. And Heafy's made some kind of mistake because the boys are up on him. Here we go. Battle for third now. Final few moments, final few laps. We're going to have a battle raging on here. We go on board with MacGyver as he's hunting down Arrow, and Heafy is in sight. This is the view the boys get, especially the VR boys that race, because that is cockpit cam. They do get to look left and right and see things a little bit differently, but this is what they'd see. This is what MacGyver would see. He is a VR driver, as well as Green-Thing, and I think one or two of the other boys are too. MacGyver is attempting to chase down Arrow here. We don't have to worry about fuel and tyres. They're going to last. We've only got 3 minutes remaining. Heafy is in third, just ahead of Arrow, who we can see right in front of MacGyver, who we're on board with, as John's now come in the pits, and Nip. So there might be, these boys might be in a chat together. There might be a bit of an agreement going on. If you pit, I'll pit, and we'll go for fastest laps and see. It's a bit weird that they both came in at the same time. They would have had enough tyres at the end. They've got that gap behind to Heafy, who's been chased down. MacGyver's dropped off the back a little bit, so Water Arrow's getting really quick in these last few moments. Yeah, I think they're going for fastest lap, Nakedy. They both pitted. They both didn't need to pit. But they had a huge amount of time behind this battle that we're looking at now. So we've got a couple on track at the moment. We've got Heafy being harassed by Water Arrow. MacGyver's behind him, and then you've got Scozzy and Dexy behind this that are going at it too. We'll just jump on and look at that. So this is it. This is going to be the battle at the moment. Two minutes remain. We're in the last few moments of the race. They're just casually trolling the field, Shepard and Nif. Yes, they are. So I said they're probably on chat together. They've probably come to some agreement. If you pit, I'll pit. We'll really go for those fastest lap times in the last few moments of the race. And speaking of last few moments, these boys here, Heafy, Arrow, MacGyver, all these guys about to come across the line are about to start their final lap of the night. So Shepard and Nif are both going to get their winner's bonus lap in. They'll be on their first flyer from that pit stop too, so let's see if they can go purple. Who's going to win? Starting to get spicy back here too. Dexy's got Scozzy all over the back of him. I don't know where to look for this final lap. And we've got other cars a bit further back battling. You've got Ricky Bobby on the back of Green-Thing. Ricky Bobby's got really fresh tyres. Green-Thing's tyres are slaughtered. Oh no, where do we look? What's going to happen? Ricky Bobby's definitely going to make a move on him. He's got really, really fresh tyres. He'll notice coming in and out of corners how much he's making up. He's got to make a move on him now. I think 25 seconds remaining. We're going to move away from this, but I bet you we're going to miss the move. So Water Arrow, Scozzy, or Ricky Bobby. Don't know where to look, what to do. Oh no, what's going to happen? He's going to send it down the inside. No, he's not. He's going to tuck in behind. Sends it down the inside there. Manages to make it work. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. But we've got Heafy in third, Water Arrow fourth, MacGyver in fifth, Dexy sixth, Scozzy seventh, Brent in eighth. Pirate will be finishing in ninth place. And while these boys are finishing the race, so we're waiting for them all to cross the line, has Green-Thing's got one back on Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby made the pass, but he's got damage. I was going to say, if there's anyone in chat that would like to participate in race 2, let us know. I think there's like 3 people who can do race 2. If there's a few more, we'll actually run it. There's only one person that qualified for it though. So John takes the win and fastest lap. over Niffy in second. Then we had Heafy third, Arrow fourth, and MacGyver rounding out your top 5. That was close towards the end. That was great. Excellent racing by the field. Well done. We'll save and share the replay. You can if needed without a livery. That's sure, that's fine. Jump on in if you want. Come on, race 2. Yep, Senna. Come on, Auto. Come join us. There's only a few of us. As I said, if there's a couple of people that want to come, if JD is still around and in chat and wants to come in for race 2, come in for race 2, mate. I'm just going to upload this replay. If anyone does want to come in race 2, come jump in the lobby now. And if we have enough guys to run race 2, I'll jump in with you guys as well. Yeah, Berkey, don't worry about that livery. Just come jump on in and nail some laps down. One sweaty boy, Dexy. Yeah, we did see that you got involved in some battles on track. We did see you poking around looking for some positions, and it seemed like everyone was making mistakes as well. So, but GG's, those Group 2s are a handful around that track. Just bear with me for a few moments while we get this sorted, and then we can end up sending race 2. It is still hot as fuck. So we're just having a look at the race 2 field at the moment. We did have a couple of people come in. So we had JD was the only person to miss out qualifying for race 1. So if he is here, if he is around, he can come and jump in. We've also got Aussie streaming as well, who was in the first race there, so I dare say he'll do the race comms, or you know, like the keyboard replays, etc. for the race 2 that we've got going on. Okay. Yeah. So we'll give it a few moments, guys. We'll give it a few moments. We'll wait and see if there's anyone else that would like to come in. If you would like to come in, all you need is a Gr2 Honda NSX, the Nissan GTR, or Lexus. Yeah, 2016 models. So the newer models of the bunch. This is our race 2. So we've got Berkey, Senna, Ray Duck. They've all been in chat, said they'll jump in and have a race. As we see, Senna set the fastest lap at the moment. I am going to jump in with these guys as well to help populate the grid a little bit. If there is anyone that is still coming in or still wants to come in, let us know. We're more than happy to slot you in, even if you can't get in just now, but you will be in 5 minutes or something. Great, we'll slot you in back. And if Ozzy is still around, I think he might he's left the room. I thought he was going to do a replay of the race. Senna, I don't have a chat party going. I think the boys may have a chat party going at the moment. There is one with a couple of the guys from race 1 in it, the S2T Friday chat. There is that one that's got a couple of the guys in at the moment, but I don't think the guys on track are in a party. Give it a few moments and then we'll start. Ozzy, if you're there, if you're around, fucking come jump in the room, mate. Show us those the new keyboard off and what you can do with it. We'll kick this one off very, very soon. It's just going to be the 4 of us by the look of it. Going to actually get rid of the qualifying. Because there is only the 4 of us in there, so I'm making the executive decision to get rid of the qualifying, and we'll just tick in and send it. So we have Mr. Anderson showing up as well, nice. Okay, alright, Mr. Anderson's in. If there is anyone else that would like to come in, that would like to race with us tonight, let us know. We are about to start the race. You've got about a good 60 seconds to jump on in. You're too stuffed to race, spent most of the other fishing and surfing. Just be happy to watch tonight. No worries, Auto. All good, mate. There's definitely space on the grid if you change your mind in the next 20 seconds, but yeah. So good to see everyone. We've got Raider Duck as well. Good call, no quali. Yep. Well, we'll just send it. We'll just absolutely kick it in the dick and send it. Good luck, everyone. It is starting now. So this is race 2. There's just 5 of us in here. You've got the Duck, Mr. Anderson, Berkey, myself, and Senna. Aussie, if you're out there, feel free to jump in and do the broadcast of the race, unless you're doing open lobbies, in which case we'll raid into you afterwards. Get through that first turn pretty safe. We've got Berkey in a Lexus. We got Raider Duck in the Lexus as well. Senna's in the NSX. So is Mr. Anderson. Oh, Berkey's. It's all happening. Duck's back into third. Mr. Anderson now with the lead. That would require you to get out of the pool. All good, mate. All good. Alright, we're all still nice and close together. Senna's dropped a little bit off the back of us at the moment. Not too far back. We are only on the first lap of the race. We'll just backed off a little bit there on Raider Duck. Don't want to send it too hard through here. We watched everybody except for Niffy and John make those mistakes at that corner. So we got a good run here. We might try and send it right down the inside of everyone. Alright, so we get past on Senna, also gets the move done. Oh, Berkey gets a good tail, happy there. Keeps it on track. It's very, very easy to loop yourself out of turn 2 there. Oh, we just picked up a touch of grass. Dropped us right back into 5th. Like Duck let off a little bit there. Maybe he's on the racing medium. Like there's potentially some moves being made for first position. Oh, so that Senna and Mr. Anderson have come together. both of them off track there. Giving Berkey a nice 2.5 second buffer over myself, and then it's about the same back to Raider Duck. Get faster auto? Oh, I don't know. Don't know how much faster I can go. What was amazing though is when we had practice session open earlier, we had Benno come in the room, who did not qualify or race, by the way. He came in, he set a 15.5 on the medium tyres, and then he left. So I suspect it was internet issues that have caused him not to race tonight. But he would have definitely been right up there with Niffy and John. Probably the best we've done that corner all night. Really enjoyed that race, different ball game in race 1. Yeah, it's good. It was good to see. It was a nice watch. You can go back after the stream's done. Go back and have a watch, or if you've got the replay, which I've shared, go and have a watch of it, because there were battles everywhere, especially towards the end. Oh no, we've lipped it. Picked up way too much throttle there and started spinning, and then I just had to give it a stab of throttle to spin the whole car around and stop me from going off track. We've lost 3.5 seconds to Berkey now. and we've picked up a half-second pen. It's going to put us even further back. Tune of about 7.2 seconds, I reckon. Head back in the game and refocus. Don't know what's happening in the rest of the field, but it looks like we've got a big gap back to Raider Duck, and Senna and Mr. Anderson are not too far off the back of him. So it could be a bit of a battle brewing for the third position at the moment. We're in a bit of a dead man's territory here. We don't have slipstream in front, we don't have pressure from behind. We've just got clear road either side of us. So if there is anyone out there still watching from race 1, or even the boys from race 2, and you have an incident, just clip it or get a corner and lap number for us. Send it through to the magnificent admin team. They'll send it to our panel of stewards. They'll take a look at it. They'll rule on it. We want everyone to have a fun time here. We understand incidents are a part of racing. Try and be as fair as possible. Feel a bit hard done by, let us know. We'll see if it's an incident. That race 1 was a very good watch, especially that last 10 minutes. You had the battle that started brewing between Nif and John, plus you had battles for the podium, 5th going on as well, for 10th going on. Close to that halfway mark. You noticed the battle for 10th, you were there? Yeah, we noticed you there as well. Looking at your tyres are pretty worn. Did you do a no stop, or did you just have a really early pit stop and shoot through your tyres? So Mr. Anderson coming in the pits now and going for a potential undercut on the boys ahead. Did a no stop on the softs. It worked well for you. It was a bit dicey the last couple of laps. Yeah, I'm still 50-50 on whether I'm going to try and go long on these softs or pit now. Anderson's still in the pits. Nope. Oh, and there's a barrier there as well. Absolutely sent ourselves off the track. Picked up heaps of damage. Oh, very unlucky. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here's a bit of drama for the race. Black Friday has Friday'd. He's hit a wall. He's picked up some damage. And he's got dirty tyres. Berkey comes in the pits now. We've only got a few in race 2 tonight here. We did have JD qualify for race 2. We didn't think we were going to do a race 2, but a few boys popped in and said, hey, let's have a go. It's a smaller race 2 here. Normally we have a pretty populated race 2, but we've got people the likes of Benno, Ando, Nakdi, Stiglet, and Gr2 all missing. Those boys are tied up in some in real life stuff. Nakdi, our host, is off enjoying a bit of a pampering. Said he was at a spa not too long ago. He's going to the spa. Stiglet is in Kiwiland as well. He's off scouting out what kind of sheep he wants to bring home. Gr2 is unfortunately dealing with some hardware issues at the moment, so he is not on track every time he races. He loses a minute or two with a wheel disconnect. Fingers crossed he gets that sorted out this week. Don't know where Ando, Benno and a few other people are. We do have the drop round system in place. So if you feel like you can't make a round or you just don't want to race on a particular night, as long as you make 6 of the 8 races, all those points count. If you make every race or 7 races, your best 6 placings will count. So it's nice and fair for everyone. That's for some in real life stuff to happen as well. just over 10 minutes remaining. We're 15th. We're on our 15th lap. Have not pit yet. I think we're going to go for the nose stop. Our front left-hand tyre is the worst tyre. It's just under half of that tyre left. It's more than half worn now. But I think we can manage it to the end. I think Gr2's behind us on a set of mediums. Berkey has checked out. We've made a few mistakes and he's run away with it now. He's 25 seconds in the lead, plus a whole pit stop. So he's out there on a fresher compound. He's definitely going to get away with the win at the moment, but we've got Duck 6 seconds behind, so if we do pit, we will lose that spot to him. The question is, can we A, get ahead enough to pit towards the end for a potential fastest lap? Or is he going to catch us towards the end of our soft stint? Yeah, when it goes wrong, it goes very wrong, doesn't it? I call it doing a Friday. You fold under the pressure, you spin yourself around, you hit a wall, mow some grass, dig yourself a hole in the sand. Crossover point now, the tyres feel like crap. Gr2 is starting to gain on us. What do we do? We're going to have to, I mean, we can survive out here. I think we're going to pit. Senna in tow now behind us. We are on a very, very fresh set now of softs, and they'll see us home with really... Oh! No! No. Oh, we bottled it. We absolutely bottled the shit out of that. Anywho's, 8 minutes left. Mr. Anderson's back out on track by the looks of it. Good thing. Great to see. Berkey with the lead over Duck and Senna. They're about 15 seconds up the road from us at the moment, not too far apart from each other, so they could swap spots still. What's this? We bottled it? No, Friday bottled it. Yep, Friday absolutely bottled it. Greatest corner there. Oh, Alright, reset, refocus. Oh no. Last few minutes remaining. Oh, picked up the grass there on the outside wheel and just spun it, lit it up, straight into Barry. close at the end there with Ducky. Becky gets the victory lap. Mr. Anderson about 6 laps down there in last place. Something must have happened. Pulled the car into the pits and deal with something. Good to see him jump back out on track. Yeah, GG. Duck, that was close at the end. You must have made a mistake or something. I made so many mistakes. If you do want to get in and involved and race with us, here's the link to the Street2Track website. So everything you need to know on it. It's going to have all the points for all the series that we do, plus the regulations, all the important information, plus links to the Discord, which is where everything gets announced live on there. And you've got the Facebook and Instagram links as well. We'll just grab a screenshot of the race results here. We'll share the replay and then we'll, yeah. Round 4, race 2. So as I said before, if there is anyone that's had any kind of incidents, feel free to grab some footage or let us know exactly where it happened and send it through to any of the admin team, myself included. Yeah. It's been an absolute pleasure to host in place of Nackety, who's off getting a little bit pampered. The fact that you're equal with me and spun 3 times show how bad my strap was. Were you on the mediums, Duck? I could have, I probably should have stayed on the softs and no stopped the softs for that race, because the second we picked up new tyres, we had so many mistakes. But yeah, I fucked up so much. Yeah, I thought you were on the mediums, no stop. Oh well, GG's, he made it work. He picked up 3rd. You know, points are points at the end of the day. So we're just sharing the replay now. Yeah, probably the no stop was probably optimal. You put your hand up, screwed him a little. Well, if there is any incidents, grab some footage, show us, let us know. We're not here to punish everyone for mistakes. We're just here to help make it as fair as possible and to educate anyone that may have been a bit unsure about what was going on. No worries, Greenie. Happy to help out. Happy to host for everyone. At least everyone can get some racing in. Because normally you got Stiglet and Nackety here, and between them they do the hosting and the calls and everything. So it's just happy that we could get it done. So that's going to be us. That is round 4 complete. We have hit the halfway mark on Nackety's Gr2 Fridays. We went into that round with a couple of people leading that aren't here this week. Stiggy's also not going to be racing for the rest of the series, and I think he was leading this series. So it's going to be very interesting come points-wise once they get sent through to Mr. Nackety Knick-Knack. What we're going to do is we are going to raid out. I'll go find some more Gran Turismo content for all you guys to watch. Who should we raid into? Who's on my list? Baldy Arrow. Yeah. Alright, that's going to be us. We'll just grab our roulette ticket quickly. We are going to raid out. We're going to go see the Ginge and Baldy show. Now, they're doing what they call knockout races, which I don't know if they've finished that yet or not. And then they're moving on to some open lobbies, so you've got a few familiar faces over there. It's always good to jump in with those guys and have a race. They're good for a laugh. They do encourage drink driving on your sim rig very much. They do enjoy a bit of liquid courage, let's say. They're a good group of blokes just trying to put on some clean lobby racing for the boys as an alternative to the daily races. They've currently got a 5-lapper going at Seaside, so we'll pop over and see them. Thanks again everyone for jumping in, tuning in. It's been a pleasure to host in place of Nakni, and we'll see you next week for round 5 of the Group 2 Fridays. Have a good one, guys.